Have you ever wondered how a common man from the streets of Birmingham became a feared gangster, a respected war hero, and a cunning politician? This is the story of Thomas Shelby. Born into a hard-knocks life, Thomas was the son of an alcoholic father and a beleaguered mother, struggling to keep her family afloat. The harsh environment of Birmingham and the dire circumstances of his upbringing forged Thomas into a resilient and resourceful individual. Then came the Great War. Thomas served his country not in the safety of an office, but in the muddy trenches, facing the grim reality of conflict. The war was a crucible, a transformative experience that hardened his heart and sharpened his mind. He returned home not as a simple lad from Birmingham, but as a man with a plan, a vision, and the grit to see it through. The war changed Thomas, and he returned home with a hardened heart and a mind full of strategic brilliance. After the war, Thomas Shelby and his brothers formed the Peaky Blinders, a gang that would soon command both fear and respect. A name that would echo through the streets of Birmingham and beyond. But what led to their rise? How did a humble bookmaker's son become a kingpin of the criminal underworld? Thomas Shelby's rise to power was a masterclass in cunning and strategic brilliance. He was a chess player in a world of checkers, always thinking several steps ahead of his opponents. He used his intelligence, his ruthlessness, and his unwavering focus to navigate the treacherous waters of Birmingham's underworld. In his path to power, Thomas faced numerous rivals, each one a threat to his ambition. Billy Kimber, leader of the Birmingham Boys, was one of his earliest adversaries. But Thomas was never one to back down from a challenge. He used his wits, turning enemies into allies, and allies into pawns. Every rival was just another piece on his chessboard, to be moved and manipulated as he saw fit. But Thomas didn't do it alone. His brothers, Arthur and John, were instrumental in his rise. Arthur, the eldest, was his right hand, a loyal and fierce warrior who would do anything for his family. John, the youngest, was the muscle, always ready to step into the fray. Together, they formed the backbone of the Peaky Blinders, supporting Thomas in his relentless pursuit of power. Thomas's relationship with his brothers was complex. They were bound by blood and shared ambition, but also by the shared trauma of the war. They understood each other, stood by each other, and when necessary, challenged each other. But through it all, there was an unbreakable bond, a sense of unity that helped them rise above their rivals. Thomas Shelby's rise to power was not without bloodshed, but his strategic genius and ruthless determination made him a force to be reckoned with. His story is a testament to the power of ambition, the strength of family, and the lengths one man will go to carve out his empire. But every empire has its downfall, and Thomas Shelby's was no different. As Thomas Shelby's influence grew, so did his ambitions. He made his way into the political arena, becoming the Member of Parliament for Birmingham South. Politics, however, proved to be a different beast altogether. While Shelby was a master at navigating the murky waters of the criminal underworld, the political landscape was fraught with challenges he was ill-equipped to handle. His increasingly erratic behavior, punctuated by bouts of violence, was a clear sign of his struggle with mental health. The war had left its scars, and Thomas Shelby was not immune. The pressure of maintaining his criminal empire while navigating the tricky world of politics took a toll on his mental well-being. The Shelby Empire, once a force to be reckoned with, began to crumble. Thomas Shelby, the man who had risen from the ashes of war-torn Birmingham to build an empire, was falling. His rivals, who had been waiting for an opportunity, seized the moment. The Shelby Empire was attacked from all sides, and Thomas, plagued by his personal demons, was unable to stop the downfall. And then came the final blow: his death. The cause remains shrouded in mystery, adding another layer to the enigmatic figure that was Thomas Shelby. His death sent shockwaves through the Shelby family and the Peaky Blinders. The man who had led them, who had built an empire from nothing, was no more. Thomas Shelby was a man of many faces, a gangster, a war hero, a politician. His rise and fall is a testament to his complex character and the turbulent times he lived in. His life, marked by triumphs and failures, serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of ambition and power. The fall of the Shelby Empire is not just the end of an era, but also a mirror reflecting the fragile nature of power and the human condition.